Hey, Jaden Fox here, and I seem to see the world differently than other people do. And I figured I would share with you some of the things that I see that how I see the world differently. And so I came up with our 7 lies that stop you from being an empowered, aware, magical, sovereign being. When I look around and I look at the clients and students that I work with, it's like, what stops them from being who they really are? And these are like 7 really big things that I want to look at. Number one, there's this lie here that you're empty and you're lacking. You need to be humble. You need to gather ideas and information and everything from outside the world, outside of you, so you can complete yourself and be more fulfilled and more whole. Like you're nothing. You have to get stuff from the world outside of you. And what if the truth is actually opposite of that? What if you came here whole and complete? And what if you already have everything you need inside of you? And it's simply about you letting go of what's not you. Usually the baggage, the garbage that you picked up from the world around you, that usually feels really quite yucky. And what's left is this brilliant, amazing, magnificent, magical you that was buried under these piles of programming, cultural conditioning, expectations from governments, family, religions, education, employers, like all this baggage that we pick up. So this reality tricks us into being like we're these lowly victim, powerless. We can't do anything. We're incapable, and we have to rely on everything the world around us like we're little babies. What if none of that is true? What if we came here as an infinite being with everything we require, and we don't need to collect squat? We just need to get rid of the trash. It's almost like our house. Like you live in a house, and if you just collected everything you've ever interacted with your entire life and just packed it up all in your house, that's what most people's bodies are like. It's just all this stuff that we collected thinking it was useful. What if you get rid of all that stuff and you get back to a body that's void of programming, conditioning, baggage, and it's just you and it's just quiet? What if that is where the magic happens? What if that's where you find that still small voice that's inside of you that has that brilliance and that magnificence in it? That's a big shift from needing to get stuff from the world around us. Line number 2, most spirits, angels, gods, ascended masters, divine beings are benevolent and they're here to help you. What if the truth is that it's the opposite of that? What many people get tangled in is they think, again, that they need these beings to come and support them, that they're somehow worthless or not powerful, not capable. And we need these higher level beings to come and save us or to come and do something for us. But what if they're only helping you? And some of them are helpful or appear to be helpful or have this facade of being helpful. But what if they only help you to trap you further down the road? So if you actually start to look at these spirits, angels are a great example. You look at these angels, they're there. They appear to be there to help you, but there's an agenda. And if you look who or what's behind and controlling them, behind and controlling them, behind and controlling them, behind and controlling them, you start to find that there's a not so light energy that's manipulating, controlling that angel, that's puppeting that angel to get things from you. And you'd go, well, why? Why would a God need anything from you? Why would an angel need anything from you? What if this whole reality has been corrupted? And what if things are not what they appear to be? And what if they know you're powerful? They know you're capable and they want things from you. So if they get buddy-buddy with you and they help you a little bit here and there, then down the road, well, they have you in their back pocket. They can use you because you're relying on them. There's this mutual exchange that's occurring that you think is beneficial for you. But what if it's beneficial for them more than it's beneficial for you? something to feel into. Lie number 3, I'm responsible for all the problems and mistakes I've made in my life, right? I've been wrong. I've done all this stupid stuff. I can't believe all these dumb things I've done. Well, what if none of that is true? Because what if you didn't actually do them? What if interference has manipulated your life continuously, from birth through your parents, through adulthood? What if the mistakes, the accidents, the things that occur in your reality, you aren't sourcing? What if interference is manipulating things in your reality, and they found a way to co-create with you in your reality? What if you're not sourcing those errors? What if interference is sourcing those errors? Ooh. But we don't see interference. It's like, oh, it's just me here in the room all by myself. So you think, well, it must just be me. Like, I'm the one who tripped and stumbled. There was nobody else around. Well, what if interference, these egregore energies, have a strong impact in the realities of people who are aware and sensitive? You feel them, and they are there. And what if they're there whether you feel them or not? So what if interference is messing with your life, and it's not until you stop owning that, what if it owning their interference as yours, right? Like, we go, oh, I did another stupid thing. Well, what if you recognize, wait a minute, there was something that glitched in my reality and caused that weird thing to occur. What was that? What if that wasn't me doing that? What if that was interference interceding and altering things in my reality? Oh, as you stop owning those problems, you start to recognize that you're not the one creating those. But until you're willing to see that, you think it's you, because who else is here, right? It's just me, little old me. What if infinite beings don't create mistakes? Weird way to say it, but they don't stop at failure. They keep changing and creating things until they get them the way they prefer. Most of the world, they do something, oh, I made a mistake. They stop, and they just stop. Infinite beings don't stop. They just keep evolving and changing and evolving and changing and growing and changing and growing and changing until they've created what they prefer instead. And then they leave that. That's infinite beings create very different than the interference in the programming in this reality does. Line number 4, what if you need divine beings who are obviously better than you, obviously, to create for you and protect you? Like, little old lowly you, who's going to protect you? You need a big, strong God or big, strong archangel to come along and keep you safe, right? Well, what if it's a lie? What if you already are a creator being? And what if divine beings actually need you to support and create for them? What if they're harvesting energies from you because they have limited resources and you have unlimited resources? What if you're a sourced being? You are connected to your source and you have this continuous flow of energy, and they don't, because they're disconnected. They're detached from a source. So they need to get stuff from you. So if you as an infinite being have more, what if you as an infinite being have more sources than all the gods combined? Just feel if that feels light or not to you. It's like, by you being subservient to them, you're not only giving your power away, you're limiting you're limiting yourself. What if you don't need divine beings to connect to your truth or to connect to what's authentic? Matter of fact, what if they want you to connect to them so that you don't connect to your authentic source? They want you to be subservient to them. They want you to keep feeding them. Once you connect to your authentic self and recognize that your source, you don't need any of those guys. And they're not usually very happy about that. Okay. Line number 5, 5 fingers. limitations and negative emotions are normal and beneficial. I hear people say all the time, this repeating this lie of fear keeps me safe. What if that's a load of garbage? What if it's the opposite of that? What if fear keeps you small? What if these limitations, oh, I'm small and I can't do this and I can't do that and I can't do this? What if those are all lies? What if you as an infinite being are unlimited and powerful and potent and knowing and amazing and magical? And what if all these limitations that we're given aren't true for us? But as we own those, we limit ourselves, we trap ourselves, we fall in line with the programming. And yeah, I'm small and I'm incapable. But what if the truth is being limitless is the true essence of a creator being? Limitless, no limits. It's just a matter of figuring out how to do it, working around the silliness, the weird corruptions and things here. What if you're meant to be limitless? What if you're a sovereign being, not beholden, subservient to anyone or anything? What if you answer to no one but yourself? Ooh, feel the difference in that. Yeah. So what if you're a free agent who is infinitely sourced and limitless? What if limitation is the true frequency of the matrix and not you? We feel this limitation, but notice when you feel good, limitation often isn't there. When you're feeling, when you're not feeling good, you feel limited. What if that feeling of limited and not good is the feeling of having interference in your reality messing with you? You're feeling their energy. What if that's their frequency, that limited, incapable, don't have enough energy, can't do anything? What if that's not you? What if that's their energy that you're feeling in your reality? So lie 6, this is a beautiful, mostly positive reality with just a few bad apples that need more love. You just love them a little harder and everything gets better. Try it. Give it a try. I'm not saying don't do it. Give it a try. See if it works for you. If it doesn't, what if it's a lie? What if this reality has been altered, corrupted, manipulated with all these illusions and all these distortions and this programming? And what if the truth is often the opposite of what it appears to be? So like everybody pretends, oh, this is the way you should be. What if the truth is actually the opposite? The matrix here has flipped everything around, and all the programming, the conditioning is actually such that limits and disempowers people. And it takes you to be willing to look at these things and go, wait a minute, that doesn't feel good to me. I don't like living like that. I choose to live in a different way. So to me, when you can see what's going on and you can see what's true, what if you then can restore the true beauty by overcoming the interference here? What if the beauty is still here? It's just so corrupted and manipulated that it's been buried under garbage. It's been buried under these weird energies. And when you see it rightly, when you can see the corruption and manipulation behind almost everything in this world, I mean, look at governments, look at major corporations. The deeper you dig, the darker and weirder things you see. If you don't let yourself see those things, you can't see what's real and true, and you don't have the right information to know what to do with things. And then you're kind of confused and all your reality is distorted. Once you see things rightly, once you see things clearly, you'll naturally know how to make it right again. It's instinctual. You're like, oh, well, this is broken like that. All I have to do is do this. And we solve those things. Line number 7, spirits of this world, angels, gods, ascended masters, divine aliens, hold all the magic and all the wisdom. Serve them well, and they will share it with you. Right? Nobody ever says that per se, but That's the thing, you suck up to the gods, and then they'll give you the goodies, right? Like, that's the game here. That's the lie, the illusion. And you see it through the way kids and parents interact. You see it the way employees and employers interact. You see these weird games that occur that are not authentic. What if that's the interference here? What if you, the person sitting here watching this video, hold the magic? What if you hold the wisdom that this reality's been waiting for? What if it's not about going out there and looking for it? What if you have it inside of you? You're just not trusting yourself because you have all this programming that goes against your core nature. You get rid of that programming, you go, no, I'm just going to be me. I don't care whether you like it or not. This is who I am, right? When you can stand in that point of view and be the fullness of you, regardless of anything else, all of a sudden the world starts to look different. And you start to notice that you know things deep inside. You just have this gut knowing of what is right and what is true for you in your world. And as you sink into that more, you start to step into your authentic playfulness, your authentic brilliance, and that limitless self that's inside of you, that's just waiting for you to make it more real than the garbage around you. Interference knows that if you find your magic, they lose their power. They lose access to your reality, and they lose a little bit more connection and a little bit more funding, and they're less powerful. And my world, that's what I'm aiming for. What if everything you're seeking comes from inside of you, not outside of you? What if you stop relying on these spirits instead you rely on yourself? You rely on your inner core, and that's where you're going to find all the stuff that you're seeking. You're not going to get it from the beings out there. They're going to give you little tidbits of cute little things, little bling, little twinkly things that kind of make you happy a little bit, but don't actually do much in your world. They don't empower you to be more of you. They just make you feel temporarily better, but they're distractions because you're thinking that they have the goods. What if you have the goods? I know you have the goods, and that's why I'm doing all the stuff I'm doing. What if it's about having all of us wake up to the truth of who we are and become who and what we came here to be? What if that's what changes the world? I'm not waiting for some divine being to come or some benevolent alien to come down and save our twisted race. No, I'm trying to wake up the people who have the wisdom and have the knowledge and can see things rightly. You right there, you, right? So interference doesn't want you to see what's going on here. It doesn't want you to see what it's doing. What if you're not afraid of them? What if they're afraid of you? And you feel them in your reality being afraid of you. So they don't want you to look at them. You go look at them, they're like, oh, and you think it's you afraid of them. What if you're fearless? Ooh, what if you're fearless? And what if they're full of fear? And when they hang out in your space, what if that fear you're feeling isn't your fear? It's their fear. Completely opposite way of looking at it. Just flip things around. Just keep flipping things around and looking at them the other side and feel what feels light and feel what feels true to you inside. And you'll start to see so much of this world is completely turned around. To me, the secret to finding yourself is to be willing to see the good, the bad, the ugly, the corruption, the funky things, the evil things, the dark things. I'm not going to go hang out in it, but be willing to look at that. When you can see clearly what's going on, it's way easier for you to be and know what you came here to be and know. And life just gets more simple because you get it. It's clear. It's easy. That's what I'm inviting you to do. My goal is not for you to be like me, for you to be like you, for you to step into the truth of who you came here to be so that your awareness added with everybody else's awareness, changes the world here. Let's do this.